wind down, there is more. But this truth can end with you. Whatever you do in the kingdom that starts and ends with you is ungodly. Whatever you receive from God that can be bequeathed is ungodly. You have failed God. God's mission, God's truth must continue. So in the day of his coming, God is raising communities where truth, the transmission of it becomes possible. Because people come as vessels, as channels. And truth transmission only happens in an atmosphere where fathering is allowed to thrive. How does it thrive? People offer themselves as sons. And son there, you know, is not male. Father is not male. Right? The word father is source. Son there is offspring. Right? It's not gender. So Paul wrote to Timothy, say, you therefore, my son, primary audience, be strong in the grace that's in Jesus Christ. He now said, it's just beginning with you. You are part of a process. I think it's the first, maybe the second and the last time anyone ever prophesied on me. There was a guy, I forgot the name, he came to teach us holiness, in my master's class. And he called me and said, you are not a pastor. And he used this scripture. This is the scripture he used. He said, you're not a pastor, you're an equiper of people. And if I'm going to equip, there's going to be hammer, right? There's going to be some screwdriver. Right? And the things you've heard from me among many witnesses, that is, the things you've heard from me had evidence in human lives. Commit these to people who will be responsible to steward them. Who will be able to what? To teach others also. So it's begin with Timothy, right? To faithful men. And then who will be able to teach others. Maybe we'll break this down as we go. So primary desire of Jennifer's sons, offsprings, they don't just receive the truth, right? They amplify it. That's what we see in the life, in the relationship of Elijah and Elisha. And that's why God said, I will restore Elijah the prophet. So God is restoring the fathering spirit. Sons that can serve the cause are needed. Elijah ministry, listen, it's not the erosion of fathers, right? But the multiplication of what the father represents. You have a question? Go ahead. Why are you saying sorry? Israel, we need sound in this microphone. Is it gone? Israel has gone. His way is where? That's how people lie. He's on his way. Just go ahead. Yeah. It's just I can only describe to you who a father is. Right? And a father to Kemi might not be a father to you. That's why it's discernment. When we say discernment, God reveals the person. What does that mean? You have a responsibility to know God. So this is not formula. Just give me 7 steps to knowing a father. No. My father, right, might not be your father. Right? But you see, it's given. One, we don't choose our fathers, biologically speaking. And first, the natural, then the spiritual. Right? Sometimes it's providential. You find yourself in this kind of community, right? Your source of information about life can be from another church. Right? I remember when we were in a pastor's meeting and Pastor Bakari looked at Esther and said, you are not permitted to preach another message. If this guy come on Sunday and begin to tell you something about, one give and it shall be given unto you, are going to receive 100-fold, some people come out and say, you guys have a foul spirit and begin to do deliverance. He's eating from another table. Right? So that's the way it works. Because I've seen some people that are in a church and their mentor is, is in America. They are running from risk. You can't have virtual mentoring. You can't mentor people by WhatsApp. Impact can only happen by proximity. Right? So that influence can be by TV. So that's why we're saying in this place, you can't joke with the structure of mentoring and accountability. If you walk up to someone, I want you to mentor me, there must be a witness. Right? There must be a witness. Because it can't just be an instant. You have seen the person for the first time, you walk to the person to mentor you. No. Sincerity will ooze from it. Right? It will be so, there is no argument that this just fits. It just fits. They say it's the person that wants to lie that they say the witness is in heaven. Right? Because there's nowhere to confirm. I thought the proverb said the witness is in Oyo. Oyo is a place that's far, or Kafanchan. But they said, no. They always say it's in heaven. The witness. So when your mentor is so far, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. That kind of circle and those kind of thing, right? It does. You don't deceive you see, this thing requires